Hey everyone, over the last few weeks I've collected some questions from the comments that I got on my videos, and today I asked on Instagram and Facebook if you have any questions, so I could answer those also in this video. So let's just get right into it. I'll start with a question that I got on Instagram. It's from Laura Cat V or from Laura KTV. I'm sorry, I don't know. And she asks, do you think you will move someday? If so, where and why? And how are you liking your hair? Thank you for your nice comment. Now, yes, we will definitely move someday. We talk about it a lot, and we've been looking for a house over the past few years. But there was never something great that came along, and we're not sure where we want to live. So we love this town because we have nice friends here, but at the same time our family lives far away. So especially my family, they live very far from here. We would like to live in a slightly bigger house and also in a more quiet environment because we live near a, well, next to our house is a road with a lot of traffic all the time. And also the neighborhood is quite noisy, so, and we both like a quiet environment. So that is one of the reasons that we would like to move. We're going to rent. We of course would love to buy a home someday, but that's just not something that we can do right now. So probably maybe in 10 years or 5 years, I don't know, we should look into that. But for now the plan is to rent, and yeah, we're just waiting for something very nice to come along. So we don't know what kind of house, we don't know where. We'll just have to wait and see what comes along, and I would really love to be closer to my family because I could really use the help with Victor. It's a little suffocating sometimes to just do it all by myself, and of course I could find a babysitter, and my neighbor has offered to babysit. But I just don't feel very comfortable with a neighbor babysitting because I don't know her very well. And maybe in a few months, because we meet very often, so we will get to know each other better. I thought I heard Victor, but it is something outside. So yeah, and I do miss my family. It's not just about the help, I really miss them. And yeah, but we'll keep you posted. Now about my hair, I really like my hair. It is so convenient when it comes to showering and drying. I'm just done in no time, or ready in no time. And I still would love to have maybe a pixie cut. That's something that I am thinking about, and I'm actually meeting with a stylist in a few days to talk about the options, because I need advice on what cut would fit my face or the shape of my face. And I do think a pixie cut would look nice, and it's just something that I always wanted to try. And now that I am feeling courageous when it comes to hair changes, I thought, well, maybe I should get a pixie cut. So we'll see, maybe the stylist says like, no, you shouldn't do it, but I have a feeling there will be, well, something for me. So we'll see. And eventually I will go back to longer hair. The pixie cut would be temporary. At least that is what I think at the moment. And my husband is, when he hears this, I'm sure he's very glad, because he loves me with longer hair. And he's alright with shorter hair for a while, but the longer hair is his preference. Okay, I'm opening the file now with the other questions. I hope you don't notice that my voice is a little off. I have a cold now too, I'm feeling sick. But it's that was to be expected when you have a little one who is coughing in your face for a week. Okay, the first one is from Jalen Eradley. It's very long, I will skip to the questions. Oh yeah, she asks if I can consider playing music that is not repetitive on my Clean With Me videos. And yes, of course I can, and I would love to hear if more of you would like non-repetitive music with my cleaning videos. And I think on the last one I imported several different clips of music for variation. So if yeah, if more of you would like non-repetitive music, of course I could do that. And then she asks, I see in one video that you clean your mother's home. Is that something you do often? Well, not very often, but when I am staying with my parents for a while, then I always help them clean. And I think I had another question about how many times or how often I go to my parents. Let's see who asked that. Yes, Jen Dyson asked, how often do you make the trip to see your parents and family? I think on average I go there every 2 months or so. So that's not really often. Just because it's such a long way to travel, especially now that I have to go with buses and trains, since we have sold our car. But they do come here also like once a month. And so we get to see them not very frequently, but frequently. And yeah, whenever I'm there, I help her clean. And funny thing is, when she is here, she helps me clean. Katie Turner asks, how much washing do you do in a day? And I love the way you fold. Can you do a video, please? I've got more requests on a folding video, but I don't consider myself an expert, but I could do that, I guess. It's a fun idea. Thank you. And how much washing in a day? Well, sometimes I skip a day and sometimes I wash 2 loads. But never the complete process, because I have to hang dry everything and it dries outside. And now that it is autumn, going to be winter soon, it doesn't dry very fast. So for example, I did put a load outside this morning and I won't take it off before tomorrow evening. But I had some folding to do today, so today's laundry would be putting 1 load of laundry on the outside lines, folding 1 load of laundry, and I'm going to put another load in the washer tonight. So that is it for today. But sometimes I do not have enough laundry and I skip a day, and sometimes I skip a day because I'm too tired. But I think in general I am busy with the laundry for 4 days a week. So on those 4 days I get at least 1 load of laundry in the washer. And then I also do some folding, and I iron like once a week. And then Jackie Elias asks, I'm always amazed on how much clothing you put in that washer. Yeah, I really stuff it, because I heard that you can do it and that it still gets clean, and that is my experience. So I just stuff it with all the laundry that I have. Would love to see more of your drying system. Do you have a dryer or only line drying? I don't have a dryer. It would be really convenient, but I only have the outside lines and a drying rack that I also sometimes put outside. But now with the autumn winds, it keeps falling over, so then I have to wash all the laundry again. So I've put the drying rack inside the house, and I'm just using my long outside lines. So yeah, it's what I use to dry my laundry. Jackie G asks, do you use any paper products like paper towel or napkins? I rarely ever buy paper towels, but I do have like the washable paper towels, just very small rags that I use instead of paper towels. Some of them I made out of a old baby towel, and a few of them I bought. And I do use toilet paper sometimes when my son has had dinner and made a big mess on the floor. Then I use toilet paper to clean it. And I use sometimes a little bit of toilet paper for other things, but I don't really clean with paper in general. Okay, next question. 376G asks, where are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. And then Emir Mehtab Biser, sorry if I didn't pronounce that the right way. Do you ever use a vacuum? Well, I use it sometimes, but not very often. I mainly use my Swiffer kind of system, and yeah, not very often a vacuum. Alice Moya asks, how many times do you clean your house? Weekly, etc. Well, it depends. I try to clean everything on a weekly basis, or well, the important things like toilet and floors, kitchen and dusting. And then every 2 weeks I clean the bed sheets. I change the bed sheets. Oh, and I try to clean the bathroom sink every week and the entire bathroom shower area. Well, I want to do that every 2 weeks, but it's more like every month. And what else do we have? Well, laundry almost every day. And the refrigerator, I think I clean it once every 4 weeks. So I don't have a very strict schedule. I just try to do as much as I can. And sometimes it works out and I can do a lot, and sometimes I can do hardly anything. So Tasha Richardson asks, where did you purchase the bread container that you have? That I've had it for a long time, but I think I bought it at a Dutch store called Blokker, and I will try to look it up online and link it in the description box. I had another question on the bread container from Ravenlove 2012. Does the bread container make it last longer? No, I don't think so. I think you shouldn't keep bread in a container. From what I've been told, bread should be able to breathe, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I think the bread stays fresh for 3 days or so in the container. And then Isabella Strubik asks, how do you clean your oven? Well, I hardly ever clean my oven. I really hate that chore. And I've never found a really good way to clean it. I've always wanted to try the baking soda method. But yeah, at the moment I just don't have time. But what I do sometimes is with the vacuum cleaner, I vacuum all the crumbs out of the oven. That helps a lot. And then I wipe everything down with a rag and just a little bit of all-purpose cleaner. But it's hard to get really to remove all the stains that way. So I'm still looking for a good method. So if any of you have found a good method, I would love to hear that. I'm sorry if I sound really tired. I feel really tired. I hope you can't really notice it, but I'm afraid you can. Love for Family Home Cook asks, Chrissy Thompson asks, are you a minimalist? You keep things so simple and clutter-free. Well, I'm happy it appears that way. Now, you always see my good moments in the videos, because my home is pretty messy, like at least 50% of the time. And me and my husband try to keep it... Oh, Victor is awake. 1 second. Here is Victor. He just woke up. Now, I was talking about... Oh yeah, am I a minimalist? Well, I try to become one, or at least move towards minimalism. And yeah, our house is pretty messy. We still have way too much clutter and things. But we've gotten better over the years, and we try to keep things clean and organized, but we have still so much to learn. Now, we're not big hoarders or anything, and I think, yeah, in general, we may have a somewhat minimalistic lifestyle. Yeah, that is the case, but we have a few rooms in the house that I hardly ever show. And that's because they're just so cluttered and a big mess. So we're not there yet. Then my lifeline Jennifer asks, what is the towel you use to clean the mirrors? That is one of my favorite rags. It is a great towel from the brand JEMAKO. And it absorbs moisture really, really well. I've had it for a long time and it's still as good as new, and I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to change this little man's diaper, and we're going to figure out what we'll be having for dinner. It is date night tonight, so I have to make something special. And yeah, I'm sorry if I looked really tired. I am really tired. That is just how it is, but at least I got your questions answered. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Zwaaien. Ja. Zwaaien. Hoep, hoep, hoep. Zwaaien. Doei. Nee?